tonight. I am Brock Washington. Next to me is Sean Fox, the voice of sports talk, and, of course, fight commentary done by Chase Henry. How are y'all doing today, gentlemen?
Man, I tell you what, Brock, Chase, I'm incredibly fired up. I have been to every event that DFC has had, and even the previous incarnations of DFC. The folks who ordered this fight tonight, they will not be disappointed. From fight 1 to fight 11, it will be on and entertaining.
I'm excited. We got a great group of guys here tonight. Starting out here, we have Chris Marcom walking out to the cage.
Now, this is a debut fight.
Yeah, a lot of guys coming to the ring for the very first time. We've got Van Stuart and Chris Marcom. And, Chase, I'd love to know, and you and I were talking before the show got underway, this is the first time both of these guys will ever take a step into the octagon or into the cage. I got to be honest, man, I'd be scared to death to be in their shoes. You're locked in the cage with another human being. They lock the door. It's on. You've been here. What's that first step into the cage like for a debut fight?
It's so nerve-wracking, man. Your mouth is so dry. You need some water. You don't want to drink too much, and you're worried that any step you take is going to be the wrong step. You got to get over that and really push yourself and challenge yourself when you get in there. And, I mean, these guys challenged themselves when they agreed to do this, and I think they're going to put on a great show tonight. I know Chris Marcom, who's walking in the cage now, he's had some previous fight experience as far as kickboxing goes. He's a hell of a kickboxer. He's got some good skills, nice, crisp striking.
Monroe, Louisiana, welcome to the arena, Van Stuart.
All right, next up, Van Stuart, a local fighter out of Ruston, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Not that far away from here in Monroe, maybe about 30 minutes down I-20, makes the trip. And listen, I know this is his first time into the cage to fight, but Van is actually a local firefighter. Listen, if you can run into a burning building, I'm pretty sure you could handle an MMA fight.
Yeah, his coach said he was a bit nervous about this, but that's surprising as far as, what he does for his profession.
Well, we're also talking about a blue belt competitor. Both of them compete in jiu-jitsu competitions. So we're looking at striking. We're looking at grappling in this fight. We're looking at all around. And Chris Marcom himself is from Houston, Texas, so not that far out. This is great local competition, very much to this region, both debuting. I'm very excited for these fights at 170.
Not only that, Brock, but this entire card is full of guys from Arkansas, Texas, and Louisiana. And you'll hear a little bit later when the Louisiana guys are in here, the atmosphere gets amped up a little bit, and you hear that right now with Van, who's right down the road from Ruston. But two guys that are in at 125 are in great shape. Or, 170, who are coming in at great shape.
That's awesome. That is amazing. Yeah, this fight, this whole card filled with local fighters, both near and far. We got amateurs, we got debuts, we got veterans, we got pros. We have the whole gamut.
Great mix.
Amateur contest, number 3-minute rounds in the 170-pound division. Introducing first fighting out of the blue corner, making his DFC amateur debut, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing 170.3 pounds, fighting out of Houston, Texas, representing mainstream boxing and Muay Thai. Give it up for Chris Marcom! Ladies and gentlemen, his adversary standing across in the red corner, also making his DFC amateur debut, standing 6 feet 1 inches tall, weighing 170.9 pounds, fighting out of Ruston, Louisiana, representing Triumph Martial Arts. Give it up for Van Stuart!
As I said, when the Louisiana guys are here, the energy gets amplified just a little bit.
That's right.
Yeah, Van Stewart's got a big crowd behind him here.
As he should. Not a quick drive from Ruston to Monroe, maybe 30 miles down I-20, but both guys look they're in great shape.
All right, the lights are up, the gloves are touched, the fight is starting. Quick action, leg kick. Quickly sizing each other up.
A couple leg kicks coming from Chris early. Again, Van more of a wrestler, while Chris has been known to do. While this is his first time in an MMA cage, he has competed in jiu-jitsu tournaments.
Oh, what a switch. He tries to throw a knee, and he instead gets taken down off that thrown knee.
Yeah, this is exactly where Van Stewart wants to be. This is where he wants to take the fight. His coach billed this as very much a wrestling versus stand-up fight. And he has the fight right where he wants it.
And Chase, as you know, as somebody who's been in this cage before, this is a guy, as a wrestler, you want this guy on the ground. And right now, Van's got Chris on the ground right where he wants him.
Doing everything he can to keep him on the ground, it looks like.
It's tough, though. Good job by Chris to get back up on his feet. That's where he wants to be.
Yeah, that was impressive getting up out of that position.
Heavy pressure from Van, wearing out his opponent.
He's doing a good job. He
got him on the ground. That's where he wants him.
Yeah, he's closing the distance.
Got him up against the cage.
All right.
He's got that rock tape on him that's coming out right now.
Yeah, that's right. May have to be a pause.
Yeah, he's got his back.
Got his back.
He's got his back, guys. I think he's got him.
It in. The chin is
tucked.
Yeah, he's not quite there yet, but he's going to rain down some punches here. I don't know where that tape came from, but
Van's got positioning on his back. He's trying to get underneath for that choke.
Looks like he locked in the body triangle to not lose the position here.
Yeah,
he's got to get that other arm underneath. He's got to be able to lock it. He hadn't been able to do that yet.
That's right. I got a present from the cage
close.
there.
He's going across the jaw right now. You can submit them there. It's just
he's trying to get under the neck. He's got the jaw, but wearing him down with hits on the body.
And that jaw squeeze you were just talking about, Chase, you can do it, but you're going to burn a lot of energy getting someone down from there.
If you don't get it, your arm's going to be real tired.
All right. Good use of the body lock there with the arm, the triangle, body triangle. Keep it set. Really, really difficult. You can squeeze there, make it difficult to breathe.
Yeah.
You're wearing him out with punches to the body, Chase.
Yeah. Van's
he's close.
He's getting
once again he's close.
He's getting deep on there. It's not quite all the way sunk, but he could finish.
He's got the jaw. If he can just get under the chin, that's where he's got him. There you go. He rolled over, and good defense by Chris.
So that's actually what Chris needs to do, is be on that side in order to get the escape, right? You cannot be inside of the crook. You need to get the other leg flat out.
He's taking punches, but he's doing a good job of preventing the chokehold.
That's right. You have to choose one or the other. It's a pick your poison position.
You can survive to round 2 if you don't get choked out.
That's right. At least the fight starts standing back up. Oh, and the timer almost done.
Like he's going to survive round 1.
Yeah, and they're going to reset on the feet where he wants to be. So he definitely lost this first round, getting his back taken, taking the punches.
But he survived.
Yeah.
But he survived.
He's still in it.
Yeah, now, the real question is, who burned more energy? Was it the man throwing the punches or the man defending the punches?
I'm curious about Van's legs. Squeezing that body triangle, I know for me, it wears my legs out. He's a bit longer, so it's not as much of a squeeze. He's more relaxed in there probably. But I'll be curious to see if he still has the juice in his legs in that second round.
And Brock, I thought a couple of times that Van was going to have him choked out. The big thing for Chris about midway through that first round was, can he survive? He did, and guess what? You start on your feet, which is what he wants.
Absolutely what he wants. I mean, you're looking at a guy who's a powerful striker, powerful fighter, wants to keep it at a distance, and actually doesn't probably mind his opponent blowing his load, if you will, on the very first round.
And he also has a great team in his corner at Main Street Boxing. They're going to be ready to adjust for the second round.
And Chase, as you know, he survived. They look like a couple different opportunities to put him away. They're going to start where Chris wants him, on his feet. He is a guy who's more of a striker. I think if you look at a guy like Van, he's more of a wrestler. He wants him on the ground. He survived round 1.
Yeah.
I think we'll know more here in just a few seconds.
And let's say both guys' cardio is fantastic.
Yeah, they both look to be in great shape. I think Chris Marcom's going to want to get his stance a little lower and try to keep that distance.
And I think they picked a great fight to start off this card.
Oh, absolutely. High energy.
Great shape, great cardio.
Good job stuffing the shot.
Yep.
Now, I did notice in watching his kickboxing Muay Thai fights that I found, Chris Marcom does not mind punching off of the clinch. Yeah. So we'll see if he tries to repeat that performance with a wrestler or if he ditched that game plan entirely.
Van
considering this format.
desperately wants to get him to the ground. That's why he's going in for that single
Another
leg right
high
now.
single there, right, exactly.
Yeah, he got his back against the cage, and that made it easy. Chris Marcom didn't have anywhere to go, and Van was able to get in and get the clinch, looking for the takedown.
No, we could tell the style of this fight very early. Van wants to get this thing on the ground. Chris wants to keep it at a stand-up.
Absolutely. Defense.
Good job defending that single leg. Now he got him with a double leg takedown.
Nice job.
Yeah. Takes a lot of energy, though, to pick up another man that size.
It does, but, I mean, if he wants to, he's in a great spot to, like, catch his breath for a minute and then proceed. I mean, Chris Marcom's got to do something from here or he's going to lose the round again.
Falling into half guard this time, right? Oh, going back trying to get full guard found. Great job by Marcom there.
And right now, if you're Marcom, you want to try to grab an arm.
Yeah, he's either got to look for a submission or work for the stand-up.
Maybe a triangle from there, but
now when your back is that close to the cage, though, the stand-up is difficult, right? Because you try to create space, try to push your opponent away, but you have nowhere to go.
Yeah, instead of pushing them away, you've got to try to use the cage to move yourself up against it, and you can use it to help you stand up. it depends on what you're used to. Most guys,
Van's got his back, but Chris trying to get out of it.
yeah,
That's right.
He's backed up and
nice
back down.
slam.
Oh, beautiful slam into a great position.
And he's got back position right now, guys. This is where he's probably going to go for that choke again.
Yeah, he's got one hook in. Looks like they're going to go to the mount.
Is he under? He's got him mounted.
He instead gave up the mount rather than his back.
Yeah, you got to pick your poison there.
Now, Chris did a good job of defense in round one. Let's see what he does here in round two. Van's definitely winning this fight so far.
Yeah, the only thing about these amateur fights with the 3-minute rounds, being
just survive.
Yeah, well, being stuck in this position even for this long, you don't have a lot of time to come back. So, I mean, if he can't get out of here quickly, he's got to go for the finish in the third round to be able to win this fight.
But there's a little bit of dual edge there, right? Because Van used up time on the clock even getting him here. So if he is going to try to finish him, he has to do it quickly. Using a grapevine, pressing on his diaphragm right now, trying to wear out his opponent.
Yeah, he's definitely putting the pressure on him here.
Heavy fighter, Van seems to be. Heavy fighter.
And right now, Chris has got to be worn out playing defense.
Right. I mean, you only have so much in you before your will starts to question its own self of why you're here, especially in a debut fight.
And Chris is just laying on him. Doesn't have to do much. He's getting points right now.
Yeah, he's got the underhook on Chris Marcom's right arm. It looks like he wants to try to drive that up, maybe work a submission out of it, but Chris Marcom's doing a good job trying to pinch it down. They're in kind of a limbo space right here. 10 seconds left.
Chris trying once again survive round number two. Just take it to the next round. Maybe in your stand-up game could take him out, but right now this is all Van Stuart through 2 rounds.
Yeah, that time Chris Marcom did a better job initially of keeping the space, but he eventually got his back stuck against the cage, didn't have anywhere to go, and that's where Van Stuart was able to secure the takedown.
And Brock, fight 1, 2 amateurs. We've made it to round 3. Great cardio by both guys.
Great cardio.
And Chris survived.
Even with Chris surviving, even with Chris being on the bottom there, he's standing now. He's taking some deep breaths. You can't see it on camera, but his coach is trying to talk him through the changes he needs to make. I totally agree, though there has to be a lower stance that you take in this third round. You cannot try to stand up and do the Muay Thai strikes from there.
Got to keep the feet moving. Like I said, like that time he got his back stuck in the cage. You can't get your back stuck there against the wrestler. You got to circle out, have the open floor. That way you can move around and have the room to sprawl.
And Chase, we're kind of unofficially scoring this fight. I think we'd all agree right now it's 2-0 Van.
Yeah.
But Chris made it to round 3. He's got a great stand-up game. If he can keep this fight on its feet in round 3, he's got himself a chance. And if this gets to the ground, you got to like Van's chances.
He's got to keep the distance. Van does look to be a bit winded. He's taking some deep breaths right now. He has a little shiner under his right
actually,
eye.
to your point, Chris looks like he's a little bit more better condition right here.
Yeah, he might be the fresher fighter at this point. And then Van Stuart has a big shiner under his eye.
That's right. When the damage does occur, it's big.
Going for the big knee.
Close.
Good right hand.
Oh, he's trying to go ahead and finish it.
This is what Chris wants to do. This is where Chris wants to fight, guys. He wants it on its feet.
You cannot let him drive you all the way across the cage like that, though.
That's what Van wants to do.
There we go. There's the circle out. There we go. Another knee.
Another great knee. Another great right hand. Right now, Chris is pushing the tempo. 1, 2. Looking for that knee again.
And I believe our fighter, Van, is a little lost in what to do when his back is on the cage.
He's rocked at this point.
Chase, 2 rounds were dominated by Van, but this
big,
is where
heavy
we're
hands.
in the deep end of the pond here now, and Chris seems to have a little bit better wind.
He's great from this position, especially when he had that tie clinch a moment ago. He's great with knees from there. Van Stuart has a bit of a reprieve here now that they're clinched up with the over-under, but
that's what Van needs to do right now.
Yeah.
His legs are noodles, driving him to the ground again.
That was a big takedown.
You kind of feel that we got Chris's best flurry, but
what a beautiful way to find the back from there. Oh, my goodness. That's actually a really high-level move from there.
That was great.
That is not to be denied.
If he could just turn him a little bit, and he's trying, he might have that choke.
Oh, there's the squeeze.
It's close.
He's going for
it. If he could just get a little more on his back. There it is.
There
it is.
There it is.
Got
ladies
him.
and gentlemen.
Third round finish.
What a fight.
Third round finish.
Van Stuart.
Great first fight. And it looked like in the first 2 fights, or the first 2 rounds, that Van was going to get him. Chris survived to round 3, and what a flurry he had at the start of round 3 because he was behind. But once Van got him on the ground, he's got elite wrestling skills, and he was able to tap him out.
You cannot deny that Chris Marcom in that third round was trying to finish his opponent, went ahead, put it out there. Unfortunately, I think when the clinch did happen again, he didn't have anything in the gas tank left to defend it, and that is the reason why.
And a heck of a start to the third round, guys, by Chris Marcom.
Two men on
Yeah.
their debut.
Not bad.
Amazing fight. Actually, really high-level skills shown from them, and that's the beauty of MMA
Yeah.
today. The skill level that they come in with.
Yeah, it's. I would not want to be making my amateur debut today. It's very tough. These guys,
Listen to the crowd, ladies and gentlemen.
the level of the sport has gone up so much since when I started this. These guys making their debut, they look like seasoned veterans at this point.
Gentlemen, the bar's very high. That was fight one.
That
was
is fight one.
And
Woo!
and I'll tell you, I was talking with